can watch it. So thanks for being part of Maria's Pampered Chef Party. I'm excited to share these 5 products in 15 minutes, but before I do, I really like to hear what your favorite products are. And since I'm in my kitchen, I might be able to like grab them and show them off too. So who would like to start?
Bill, start. He's on mute.
Yeah, I guess right now it's the rock crock. It changes. And like I honestly the rock crock wasn't my favorite. Definitely not even in my top 10 when we first got it, but I think I don't know if anyway, but it's grown on me recently like in the past month or so. Like yeah, it's probably my favorite or close to my favorite right now.
Here we go. There's the
Yeah.
rock crock. This week we made chili in it and meatballs. And what else did we make in it? I don't know. But then you guys we use it as our crock pot too. So
Yeah, exactly. I love that it has more than one function. And actually, ours used to live on my sailboat for a while. And that's where I guess I wasn't taking full advantage of it on the sailboat. So it was like, but I brought it to the boat because it did have multiple functions. And they say anything that you bring on a boat, if possible, should have more than one function. So yeah. So that's probably why it's my favorite. More than one
yeah.
function.
Yeah, I love it. That's one of my favorites too. And it's always my recommendation when people are downsizing their homes or their kitchens as well. Because like when I first started with Pampered Chef, we had this, pretty much our house would fit inside the kitchen I have now. So I just got rid of so much that wasn't Pampered Chef, like, the Corningware and the Pyrex and the big skillet thing, the stock pot, and just replaced it with the one tool. So
So I've used it in the oven and I've used it in the crock pot, but can I put it directly on the burner?
Yes,
Yeah.
yep.
you
Yeah.
can.
Oh, okay, cool. All right.
The only thing
Then
you want to know about the stovetop is low, and then you want it to be you don't want to make dry pockets. So I guess with like stones or like natural things that don't have metal in them, a
yeah.
little bit of broth or oil,
Okay.
water even, if it's not going to like liquefy, there could be dry spots if you're just cooking in one space, and it could make a crack in it. And then also low heat, since it's not nonstick, low and slow is the way to go. Ooh, I just rhymed.
Oh, nice.
Yes. Okay, the rock rock. All right. So Maria, what's your favorite? What?
Um, I can't even choose, but still love my wok because I like being able to like throw it all in there and I don't make quite as much of a mess, which probably Bill likes even more than that, that I don't make as much of a mess. Um, yes, yes, love it, love it, love it. And all my nonstick. I love all my pots and pans. They are amazing. My wine aerator, I still like quite a bit, which I might need a new one. I think ours is kind of cracked now. It's probably time to get a new one of those. But I like the fact that we open our wine and don't have to let it breathe or anything, and we can just start drinking.
Yeah.
Honestly, I didn't
So
even know that that was a Pampered Chef thing, but yeah, it's got to go. We got to get a new one because I love it. And maybe that's a bad sign that we've worn it out.
It's so small. I mean, yeah.
well, we put it in the dishwasher, so I don't know if we're supposed to do that or not. But some of the things I'd just rather put in the dishwasher and rebuy them than have to wash them by hand. Hi,
Hmm.
Sherry.
Yeah, welcome. Now, Allie, do you have a favorite Pampered Chef item to share?
So I am a newbie to Pampered Chef, but now that I've heard about a wine aerator, I am very excited.
Yeah, so
But
that one comes with the wine essentials toolkit, and
oh, cool.
so I can look it up and just send it your way.
That is awesome. But no, I'm excited to be here.
Yay. All right, cool. And I'm going to show a few things. Sherry, we were just sharing favorite items. So if you are in a place where you can tell us what your favorite item is, great. You can also use the chat for that if you'd like. But let's see if I can pull up the chat. Okay. All right. So, first of all, thank you for being here. I've been with Pampered Chef for a little over 13 years, and I'm a multi-passionate. Pampered Chef's my full-time gig. Most people don't say that. Most of the time, it's Pampered Chef is the side gig, but on the side, I am a human design expert, enthusiast, if you will, and I do human design readings and kind of like life coaching. I call myself a flow coach, and I work with leadership teams, businesses that have small teams that want to work together better as a team. And so I can help them like with the personality styles and stuff. And then I also teach yoga in Winsville, Missouri online. And I feel like I have one more job. I'm just like a wellness enthusiast. So if you want to stay connected, I'm online. I'm starting a podcast. It's like in launch stage. So I'm really excited about that too. So anyway, that's all about me. And I want to share 5 products. These are not my top 5, but they're probably some of the most used items. And then a couple of newbies just so that you can see something maybe that you haven't seen before. So I am a mom of 2 and I don't like to cook. I know that can be surprising, but someone had to do it. And 19 years ago, for whatever reason, I just kind of volunteered myself. I don't know why. I regret that's like one of my only regrets is volunteering. However, I have learned how to cook through using Pampered Chef tools. I think they make it easier, faster, and a little bit more fun if we are going to go that far. But I know some of you guys love to cook. So I always am excited to meet someone that loves to cook. But for me, it's Lazy Mom's Guide to Meal Prep in my house. And so the way that I look at that is I want to have my meat prepped and I want to have my veggies prepped so that I'm not tempted to do convenience. Now, do we do convenience? Yes. Insert air fryer. But let me show you my favorite meal prep tools. I haven't quite figured out how to do the zoom wide lens and have you see my face, but that's not as important. This is my veggie prep. So the mandolin has lots of fun features, but what you want to know about it is it can do like 5 carrots in 30 seconds. It can do a sweet potato with a sweet potato French fry in like no time. And it can do like celery, carrots, bell pepper. And so what I like to do when I'm prepping ahead for the week is I'll prep all the veggies that we use a lot. So say it's carrots, bell peppers, just for example. All right. And then one day it's time for dinner and we're going to make a build your own salad. So I get the clear containers and they just put their bell peppers and their carrots on. Right. And then I'm going to
41
stir
degrees
fry.
Fahrenheit and a low of 27 degrees.
And whenever I'm going to make stir fry, then I get the veggies out, my wok, and I'll put the carrots and the bell peppers in here. I don't have to cut them up twice, just once. And then maybe I'm going to have taco nights and I'm going to use those bell peppers for that. So whatever I can do to do one dirty kitchen, clean up the tools one time, and then use them 3 or 4 times through the week. And the mandolin is probably my most versatile tool for that. So when you're using it, show you a little demo of it. So it has a little safety mechanism here. So when you push it down, it secures the blade. When it's up, it's not. And then this is to keep your fingers away from the blades, right? Put the food in here and then boom, 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 all of your veggies fill this up. If you want a certain thickness, and there's 2 settings. Okay, it's backwards. You can do the little $ like cucumbers in 6 or 7 different sizes here, thicknesses. And then this, you probably can't see the lines, but that's your French fry. The other side is julienne. So little thin French fries or like a steak and shake size. So we call that julienne. And then you can just do it all at once, clean it all at once. I do like our peelers too. So that's number 1. Number 2 is this little kit right here. This is the close and cut set. And it has, I just realized I'm a small little box. So it has springs in both sides. So when you put a big fatty piece of chicken or any other meat there and close this down, it makes room for it so that when you slick your knife right through here, the knife that comes with the set, it's going to cut your chicken in half. And you'll have 2 thin, evenly sliced chicken. In fact, I use this one so often I have 2. So,
This is the one I used to think was so stupid, and then I got it, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I couldn't live without it, and got it for my
yeah.
kids and everything.
Well, I hate to admit that it was at least a year that it sat unused for myself until I saw someone do chicken. Now, I was like, oh, it's a great idea for cherry tomatoes or grapes, but I never got it out and wanted to get dirty. But for chicken, I'll do 5 pounds of that big fat chicken, trim it up with my professional shears, cut it in half, and then put it in. I've switched to reusable freezer bags, but it's not a necessity if you have like the quart size bags. It's just basically making your own convenience. So convenience chicken without the extra cost. And so what I will do on whatever night it is we're gonna have dinner, I grab the clear containers of veggies and I grab however many pieces of chicken for the people that are eating. And then we can use it on the skillet. It thaws really fast when it's thin. In fact, I stopped like pre-thawing chicken. Because I'm either going to put it in the pressure cooker or on the skillet. So I can basically, by the time it's about time to cook it, I can even cut through the frozen breast. So it's not too bad. All right.
Melissa, hold on, Katie. Melissa,
Yeah.
are you on?
Yes.
Okay. I was just making sure. I was like, I saw your message, but I didn't see it till late. So
Sorry. No, I'm here.
awesome. All right. Go ahead,
No
Katie. I
problem.
just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, no problem. Number 3 is going to be my new manual food processor. You guys, and it's not my manual. This is called the Twist and Chop. I've been using a manual food processor since I started with Pampered Chef. I think we have a great one, and it is the same exact size. So a very small footprint, but you get to plug it in. And there's 2 buttons here. One's pulse and one's on. You can make, if you turn it on and you have like frozen berries in there, you're getting a smoothie bowl in about 10 seconds. So I love this for onions. It also has a really neato feature that when it's chopping, it goes like this so that it can grab stuff from the top and mix it this way as well as this way while it's chopping. So it's nice and even, super thin. If you don't like chunks of vegetables, this is going to be your favorite, and it doesn't take any work. All right. It's very easy.
So can you make like chopped onions though with it? Like if it's on the pulse, you get pretty
Yes.
good sized little bits. Maria, we may need to look at that then because my old Cuisinart, the blade doesn't go up and down. So unfortunately, you get some chunks and not chunks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that sounds like really cool that it goes up and down.
It is really neat. I was
Is
like,
that new?
again, one of those things. I'm like, I probably won't use that. I don't need to plug it in. I'm used to my manual one, but it's so fast. The other kind of cool thing is this right here. You can kind of see it's a circle. There's a tiny hole in there. So if you want to make like a pesto or something that uses a little bit of oil, but you want to be sure that it mixes in or whatever, it can drip in there. There's a few recipes I've run across that it's like add a little at a time. So you can do that from the top while you pulse. And while I'm on that, I forgot to grab it again. But your gift for joining us tonight is the brand new Season's Best Cookbook. It has several recipes that use this. And actually tonight I ate homemade pasta. You can kind of still see it. I'm draining some of it there. I made homemade pasta with our stand mixer and froze the noodles in my freezer bag. And I was like, well, we aren't really cooking tonight for dinner, so I'll just try that. And the noodles were great. And they've been in there for like 2 months. They've been frozen in there. And it was really delicious for lunch. That noodle recipe and the Alfredo sauce for it. My dog has the zoomies. I don't know if you can hear the background, but it is like crazy. It's being so funny. The noodles, it has that recipe in that cookbook. Okay. So here's the deal with redeeming your prize. I will have a screenshot of everybody who is on tonight, although you'll have to remind me who Zoom user is at some point. Maybe Maria, you can help me with making sure I have all the names. If you do order on the party link, I'm going to be watching to add that cookbook to your order with my payment. And if you don't need to order, you end up not choosing to order, that's totally cool. What you'll do is just text me or email or whatever and be like, I want my gift. Here's my address. And I have some on hand that I can pop in the mail for you. Okay. All right. Let's move on to number 4.
Robin wants to know what the freezer bags are.
They are just they're just reusable freezer bags. They've got little zip teeth and they're leak proof, or that's what they say. When I want to wash them in the dishwasher, I turn them inside out and like this, right? And then when they dry, I turn them back in. We've been using them consistently for a long time. I have some store-bought ones and they're just not the same quality. I only use them a few times and then I feel like they're donezo. But we got the little one. We probably use that most for like those quick snacks for travel or packing lunches. There's a medium size. And then this is the sandwich bag. My kids like, they're almost 12 and 15. They still love to make their own Uncrustables and take those to lunches. So that's the reusable bag set. And they think, I mean, these are probably 3 years old. We use them all the time. Thanks for that question. Salad choppers, you guys might know about these, but if you don't, they are one of our best products, double bladed. And these are one of the few lifetime warranty products that we have. So if anything goes wrong, like sometimes people lose the little spring in there, they'll replace them with a quick picture. It's amazing. So they lock in place. And what I use these for is when I've done a crock pot meal or anything that's like hot cooked meat that needs to be chopped, I just chop right while it's hot in the bowl or in a bowl, right in the crock pot. And it has this little bumper here so that it's not going to scratch your nonstick as well. So I really love these. You can also use them for salad. They're called salad choppers. I feel like they should switch the name. But if you have a ton of vegetables and you don't feel like chopping each one, you can just chop them all together with your lettuce and make a chopped salad. That's really nice not to get salad dressing on your chin from experience. And then who has this one? I feel like this is somebody's favorite product, the mix and chop. It is used to do ground beef in a skillet. You kind of go like this, and it chops all of the ground meat up evenly. Taco meat, that's another meal prep tip I have for you. Do 3 or 5 pounds in a big skillet at one time, and then you let it cool. And I put it in a freezer bag for whatever serving. So we do about a pound of ground turkey for taco night for spaghetti with meat sauce. We do about a pound for, there's like 2 other recipes we use it for. But it's just nice to grab it and warm it up instead of having to cook from scratch and have stinky raw meat trash for the week. Okay. And then finally, honorable mention, our serving dish. I am obsessed. This is a spoon rest, but I'm obsessed with our charcuterie board. It's got 3 sections with this removable ceramic tray for like dips, and it's reversible as well. And it's so pretty. I love it. I love doing charcuterie events. If you're in St. Louis, I want to come do a charcuterie class party with you. Okay. That is everything from me. I think we made it in less than 15 minutes. I'm going to share my screen and show you the specials so you know what they are in case you don't want to search for them. Here is, we've got host special. January is, you can get double free stuff. And that is with an average party of about 8 orders or so. You get $230 free. Your choice of products. For those of you shopping tonight, you can get one of these 2 items, a peeler or a nylon knife that has an herb cutter. One of those when you spend $90, and when you spend $120, you get our basting brush. I love using that for like melted butter on biscuits or pastries, that sort of thing. And there is a sale happening right now that you can take advantage of just as a customer. And that is our prep ahead sale. So this cup zester is like great for Parmesan. We've got the prep bowls, the food chopper, that mandolin that I showed you. And if you haven't checked out our Brilliance bakeware, that is freaking awesome. I made my sticky sweet potato casserole for the holidays with like the whole bag of marshmallows that usually it's like the stickiest mess. That just like wiped clean. I was so impressed. And they have these extra large loaf pans too. One of the recipes in the cookbook that you get from me for attending tonight is teriyaki meatloaf. Excellent. It was so good. So those are our specials. And if you want to be a consultant, you can join for $25 in January or 25% off. So I know Pampered Chef isn't for everybody, but if you would like to learn about like what it takes to make income or whatever, I'm pretty low. I don't bite. I don't bite if you want to chat about it. There's no pressure to or whatever. So, okay, that's all from me. What questions do you have? And maybe a few of you that joined after we shared, if you have a favorite Pampered Chef product, I would love to hear those too before we go.
What was that prep bowl?
Oh yeah, the prep bowl that is on the sale.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. I was like there, I was looking at them. They come in a set of 6 and they're glass.
Oh,
And they have a lid as well. So we use these all the time. You can see we have a whole cabinet full of the prep bowls. They come in 1, 2, and 3 cups. But the 1 cups are the ones that are on that sale. And they do all come with a lid. And so that looks like that. Thank you for that question. Who else has a question or a favorite item?
that wasn't I think maybe it's a prep board. Was it a board? Or that
Mhm.
I think that's what I meant.
Oh,
Sorry.
gotcha. No, don't. That's great. The prep board is really neat. I'm looking for a bigger picture of it. Let me see here. What's cool about it is you can, hold on. Let's see, can I zoom
Yeah.
in? Yeah. So it's like a cutting board here, and then there's these little wire things that hold the clear containers, and you can just slide them off into your into the bowls. It's really nice. So I usually use, and actually the picture has that too. I use one for the scraps to toss into the trash to keep the board clear, and then the others here. And this is the clear containers that I usually use for like organizing the bell peppers or whatever I'm using as well.
Okay.
Yeah, thanks for asking. It's a really neat system. You can get it all together as well. It's 20% off. Not too bad. Anybody else have a question? Okay, well, thank you for being here. Thanks for being willing to come live, even though we're online. I love to meet you. Favorite Pampered Chef product from Sherry, that meat chopper. So the mix and chop. I knew it. I knew someone's favorite would be. But thank you guys very much. Maria, do you have anything else to share before we go?
No, I don't know. Thanks everyone for coming. I know I do these every year. I'm glad you guys still join, but yeah, my kitchen's a bit obsessive with Pampered Chef products. So I feel like I cook a lot more now that I have more Pampered Chef products, and I maybe do a better job cleaning up.
I love it. Well, we're going to take a screenshot of our event. So everybody that's on live, smile. Oh, I picked the wrong things. Hold, please. There it is. Okay. Now we have a screenshot of our party. All right. Well, thanks, guys. If you have any questions, please give me a holler, or you can reach out to Maria. We've got links for you. Oh, Robin said her favorite is the can opener. I love that one too. So, okay. That's all I've got.
Thank you, Katie.
Yeah. Thanks. Have a great weekend, guys.
Thank you.